Hey everybody, it's Monday when I'm filming this, but I knew that I was going to have some struggles vlogging this week for some of the days. And because I had all these planners you guys wanted me to take a look at, I thought that I would do a quick overview. And today I will be looking at the MäksēLife Planner. I haven't unboxed it yet from this package it came in because I think it's really pretty. But it is a planner that is created by somebody who's somewhat local to me. Sierra lives in Northern California. And it's supposed to be like a goal setting planner. And I have been really curious about it ever since I saw people looking at it. I didn't watch any reviews on it, but it's interesting to me. So the planner comes in two separate layouts, vertical and horizontal. I actually got the vertical one because I was curious about it. And then it comes in two separate covers, either blue or yellow, that are both designed by the Pigeon Letters. The planner is $68. It is a full year paper planner, and it's supposed to have like setting and achieving goal stuff in it, as well as the actual planner itself. So let's take a quick look at it. So this is how it came out of the box. It was snugly packaged in a box, and I wanted to leave it like this because I just thought this was such a beautiful presentation. I don't often leave the planners I review in their presentation because, quite frankly, I don't give that much of a rat's about it. But this was really cute, and so I was just impressed. Anyway, the story that came with this planner is that they had pre-ordered a bunch of them. Like, I ordered during the pre-order, and they showed up, there was a shipping problem, and so they showed up late. And so I'm pretty sure that at least one of these things, maybe these little bookmark things, were sent as an extra to thank us for being patient with it was only late by like a day. So I'm not, but whatever. No, I also live in, like I said, in the same general area, so it didn't have to go very far to get to me. Anyway, so what do we have up on top here? We have a little good things are coming postcard, a little postcard with, you know, information about the YouTube and all the Instagram, all the things, you know. Discount code for being a first-year buyer and being patient with the pre-order. They're like $15 or something if you buy them on their own. These are like their goal-setting bookmarks. Let's look at them. So I don't know if these were sent to me on accident or because I didn't order them. At least I'm 99.9% sure I didn't order them. I don't know if I would order $15 bookmarks just in general because I never use these. Like, these are not something I've ever used in a planner very often. I prefer the adhesive tabs if I use them, but there's my vision, monthly goals, and this week. And they each have a darker situation. So we'll set those to the side. That's cool though. And then here are some stickers. They're like a glossy sticker. I'm trying to see what each one, there's like a different icons, maybe health, party. There's like a suitcase or something. Maybe it could be work, little family, heart. There's like a heart monitor, love, piggy banks, and houses. So you guys want to take a gander at those and figure them out. You're welcome. I love these colors. The pastels, right up my alley. And then here it comes in its lovely box. Weekend vertical. And I think, did I order the blue one? I must have. All these things are blue, so I'm assuming I ordered the blue one. Like I said, I ordered this a while ago. I don't remember what I ordered. I'm such a professional. All right, so here's the planner. It is a chonker. This is a chonky monkey. Like a monkey chonky. 120 GSM paper and 320 pages. So that explains the like monkey chonky of it. It's the Wire O binding, which I am not a fan of. If you guys follow this channel, you'll know I dislike this binding. I find that my covers always fall off. I struggle to flip it all the way around. I just dislike this binding very much. But, you know, seems like most planners are using it, so... Like most coil-bound planners choose this over the regular spirals. Maybe I just have to get over myself. I don't even know. Now the cover is illustrated by the Pigeon Letters, and while it's like a paper-coated, you know, chipboard, nice and hard and sturdy, and it doesn't have the metal grommets, which I actually appreciate, it has like a really soft, like linen texture to it. Like, it's not smooth. It's got very soft, like light texture to it. And I find this very appealing to touch. Like, I am enjoying running. I said in my Scribbles That Matter review that went up a couple days ago that I'm tactile, and this is like dinging all my tactile dings right now. And then the back has the foil logo, and then there's a band to hold it together that is attached with gold grommets to the back. The other thing is that the wire O binding in this planner is coated to make it a little bit more durable. I'm interested in that because I know that, like Erin Condren as an example, when they do the colored spirals, in some years it's tarnished or the colors come off, and I wonder if the coating is either going to be more protective of this or something that's going to come off. I guess only time will tell. I'm just curious about it for durability's sake. So you open it, and then the inside has the same like light blue stripy pattern that was on the box as a piece of paper, and it says MäksēLife Goal Setting a Weekly Planner. The power in these pages belongs to, and then here's your information. From what I saw on the website, the actual color of the pages and everything doesn't change with the color of the cover. Pages that the tabs are on feel like they're the same thickness as the rest of the pages, but the tabs themselves are coated to make them more sturdy, I suppose. So they have got like a nice thickness differentiation. You've got like an information page and then a letter from Sierra about the whole point of the MäksēLife, which apparently means force of care. Oh, like moxie, like the word moxie. Force of character, determination, or nerve. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So we're into the planner. This gives you a bunch of information on the actual planner and how to fill it out. There is a whole like goal setting system here to start with figuring your shit out, setting your intentions, annual goals and vision, monthly goals and weekly actions, and then monthly reflections and quarterly review. So this is that first thing, the compass assessment. Those are pretty colors. To increase your self-awareness and learn more about your emotions, thoughts, and beliefs, recognize opportunities for personal development, change, and growth, set meaningful goals anchored to your values and purpose, track your progress through the year so you can make adjustments accordingly. So this is to find a starting part, evaluate your life as a whole, and embrace growth. So you're supposed to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of these areas in your life: personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. And I appreciate very specifically that family and relationships is family and relationships and not like spouse or husband or whatever, because that it encompasses more possibilities than that. And then same with spiritual and personal growth. It's not like religion or whatever, you know.
2 hours later.
Okay, I see how this is supposed to work. It took me a hot minute here. You're supposed to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of these statements and then score yourself with the final score. And then you're supposed to fill it in on the compass and then decide where you want it to be. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. For example, we'll just pick one of them, fun and recreation, because that's an area I know I need to work on. I take regularly planned vacations and time off. I create moments for rest and rejuvenation. I give myself permission to have fun without feeling guilty. I have fun in ways that serve my highest and best self. I reward myself when I accomplish a goal. I do things on a regular basis that bring me joy. I spend enough time with people I enjoy. My social interactions are enjoyable, meaningful, and fun. And then you rate yourself on those, give yourself a score. And that's for every category. And then once you do all of that, you use those to set your intentions for the year, habits, characteristics, what you want to use more of, what you want less of, what you're going to let go of, what you're going to embrace, etc. And then pick your word for the year, what it means to you. And then in the setting goals section, it gives you some advice on how to write goals. One example that they give you is to keep your goals short and memorable, to write them as approach goals versus avoidance goals. So check my email only on weekdays versus stop checking my email on the weekends, and that they need to be measurable, what, how much, and by when. Your goals need to have a deadline. You need to set realistic yet challenging goals. There's some information on committing to your goals, on reviewing your goals, on removing your goals, and then a whole bunch of steps for your annual, monthly, and weekly actions. And then this gives you a spot to write out your goals with each of these areas of your life. So all 8 areas are on here, and you're supposed to write your goals out and then put, how will my life improve by reaching these goals for each area? You have 2 pages for a vision board. You have some goal setting quick tips, and then you're into January once you've got your goals set. So in January, this is a dated calendar. It's a Sunday start. The regular month days have a darker kind of number, and the outside of the month days have a lighter number. You have a pretty hearty sized calendar that has, I wonder what holidays are in here. Let's look. December's a great month to find out. This says Hanukkah, the first day of winter, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So it looks like there's some Canadian holidays and a lot of the quote-unquote standard holidays. There's Christian holidays and Jewish holidays. So you have your calendar, you have a quote up here, a little bit of like decoration, and then a notes column and the next month's calendar. The next page is your monthly goals spread, and again it breaks it down into all of the sections with more quotes. Notes and reflection with a plan ahead little blurb down here. And then there's weekly actions to take on each of those goals. And it looks like those stickers we were talking about all are coordinated with the same goal setting system. So that makes sense. And I guess it's a color coding, question mark. And then here is the actual planner, which is a vertical style planner, Monday start, with the stuff up here at the top. And then it's lined and it goes all the way down. There's one little header, light, very faint lines. And then like a box down here, a little heart down here is for gratitude. But then everything else is, I guess, yours to fill in. You've got little habit trackers for each week and a notes column. And it's a nice big situation here. I'm curious about sticker sizes. This looks so close to the Erin Condren planner. I'm just curious about the size. Let's see here. Let's grab, likely we'll never use this. So for the width, so it looks like the width compared to like an Erin Condren full box style sticker is almost exactly the same, maybe slightly skinnier, but that should fit perfectly. As for Happy Planner, I was so not prepared for this video if you can't tell. They are slightly by like, no, like they're almost exactly that width, maybe slightly like scrapings of a millimeter wider. So your stickers should fit if you use this, which is cool. I love this neutral color scheme. Like it's not perfectly neutral, you know, I guess in similar vein to the Erin Condren, there's with the kaleidoscope colors, but like it's all gray and like a bluish gray, and it's cool toned neutral, and I fucking love that. So then every week it looks like you have your week, and then you have your notes and reflections with more little like different little tips down here, and then weekly actions. So every week you have basically 2 spreads. You have a monthly reflection on your wins, the things that are working, the things that aren't working, what you learned, what improvements or adjustments, and you rate. Now it looks like each month has a different color on the month. Okay, this kind of kills that neutral theory. Has a different color on the monthly spread, and then like here's green for March. And then during your week, those same colors are reflected in your habits, your notes, and across the top. So the actual week layout itself, not counting all of like the tops and the bottoms, looks to be the same colors. It's the little bits and pieces on the sides that are different. And then at the end of a quarter, there is your quarterly compass. So you go and you redo this compass thing to see how far you've come in the previous quarter. And then at the end of December, we have a overview calendar for 2020 and 2021 and some note pages, a handful of blank note pages with like the stripy motif on the sides. And then there is a pocket on the back, like a pocket folder with 2 sides, and then a second like accordion pocket on the very back. There's the strap again. And I hate this binding so much. Why I fucking hate this binding. And that's the planner. So I'm gonna do a pen test on it really quick, then I'll give you my final thoughts. So we have 5 pens here. I have a ballpoint pen, it's an Erin Condren ballpoint, a Pilot G2 gel pen, a fine liner Pitt Artist pen, a mild liner highlighter, and a Tombow dual brush marker. There is like very little shadowing. The Tombow shadows, that's about it. The ridging is only the gel pen. Even the ballpoint pen doesn't seem to ridge, and the felt doesn't. The gel pen's the only one that ridges, and it looks like the Tombow is the only one that shadows. This paper is really nice. Nice paper. And it's a nice planner. I think that overall, I have a few thoughts. One, a lot of the people that are in the quotes, people like Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and all that, and I'm just, that kind of stuff is just not my bag, baby. So personally, that's just not my thing. But that's my thing. As for the goal setting, I think it looks really interesting. It feels like this is like, in a lot of ways, this is similar to, and maybe builds on a little bit, the stuff that was in the Inkwell Press goal setting planner that I looked at last year. Similar to that, but with the actual planner as well. If something like the Power Sheets is a little too in-depth and really personal for you, then this might be a good one to go with. This one feels like it's a little less involved and like clean your brain out of you know, turning into rice pudding. And maybe I'm only saying that because I just finished my prep work and my brain is still recovering from it. But I feel like if the Power Sheets have been intimidating you and you want your goal planner and your planner to be the same thing, this actually might be a really good option. I don't need the goal setting stuff because after looking at all of this, I'm still much more drawn to the Power Sheet style. So this is not like something that I feel the need to do. However, I love this layout aside from the color on the top, but that would be pretty easy to cover up. I love this layout and I love this paper and I love this gray. My biggest reasons for not using this, aside from the fact that there's a bunch of stuff in it I wouldn't use, is that I really dislike these coils. And yeah, and that's about it. Otherwise, this could be and I've been really thinking about moving to a vertical planner this next year. I'm just saying. This might have been a contender if I could hang with this. Like, I'm thinking about messing with the Live Rich Budget Mom Planner in January, despite the coil, but it's different enough from anything else I've seen, and it's not repeating stuff, like with all of the random things in that I could overlook the coil. But this is a whole lot of pages that I wouldn't use with an already difficult to deal with coil. So probably not for me, but it will likely be for one of you during book club this month. There should be links in the description below to help you figure out book club. It is beautiful. And I think that Sierra has come up with something really awesome. So congratulations to her. I would love to hear your thoughts on this planner. Is this something you might want? Do you think that this could be the goal planner for you? Are you doing goal planning this year? Tell me about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.